country needs a president, but this someone needs the help from another person to maintain order and control on his position.
So you're suggesting the president needs someone to help him?
Yes, that's correct.
I like it. We should propose this amendment where the president has a vice president to help him.
Wait, so we will need to create a electoral college?
Yes, in fact, that is the process of elections. According to my notes, it should consist of 538 electors, and for electing the president, the majority of votes should be of 2070.
That will be great. This will eliminate all the divisions of partitions in politics.
And also will help to repeal and revise presidential electoral procedures.
I agree with that. With you, my fellow partner. But do you remember what happened in 1796?
The event of Federalist Party supporting my party for me president?
Yes, in that event the votes split, so I had to wait.
Oh yes, I remember this event. This was the reason why the Electoral College was created.
I remember that in 1800, all of this produced an electoral college tie between my colleague Jefferson, who was running for president, and my other colleague Aaron Burr, who was the party's vice presidential candidate. The electors voted for two candidates without specifying who should in which office. In the end, the election went to the House of Representatives and Jefferson won the elections.
That's how I remember it, and we need to make sure that won't happen again.
With this amendment, all of that will be controlled.
Yes, we just need to wait for it to be ratified.
Let's be patient, people.
Okay, people, I can inform you that the 12th Amendment has been ratified by the process of 3/4 of state legislators. The amendment is official.
I think we should celebrate.
I totally coffee?
Yes, I have the cups.
The House of Representatives is arguing that direct elections for senators will solve the political party problems in elections.
But the U.S. Senate elections have always been the same. Each state legislature elects 2 senators. I don't agree.
The problem with political parties is becoming a nation. Sometimes the state legislatures will leave vacancy for months or even for years.
Then let's use the Oregon system. Let's give citizens the vote, and each state legislature should honor the result.
Over half of the states have adopted the Oregon system.
But there is still some opposition to the amendment.
What are the arguments?
The Senate investigation of corruption and bribery has found some evidence of vote buying in elections.
I think the only way to calm down public demand of reform is making constitutional amendments mandating direct legislation.
The House of Representatives is proposing an amendment allowing direct legislation in states.
Yes, but I don't agree with it. It does not allow intervention in cases of racial discrimination.
Yeah, but Joseph L. Bristol is proposing an amendment without the racial discrimination. We just need the House of Representatives to adopt this idea. After 1 year of waiting, the House of Representatives has adopted your change.
Then it is official. The 17th Amendment is part of the United States.
There is a lame duck again. I wonder why the new president has to wait so much time before getting into office.
Wait, are you suggesting a change in the succession dates?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I agree. In that way, the successor will not have to wait that lame duck period.
Yes, in that way, no one will live the same thing as you, Roosevelt, who had to wait until Hoover ended up his period to fix the Great Depression effects.
Shouldn't we do this with all elected offices? In that way, there will be no senators or representatives out of business in a lame duck period. As I said, I had to wait for Buchanan period to end, and there were problems with the North and the South.
Yes, I think the dates for succession for the vice president and president should be January the 20th, and for the Congress should be January the 3rd.
I agree.
But what will happen if the president can't fulfill his duties, or he dies?
Well, then the vice president will take his place. Okay, I have to inform you that the amendment was approved, and the official dates are January 20th and January 3rd.
After the incidents with Grant and Kennedy, I think it will be a good idea to limit the time for a person to be in the presidential charge.
Remind me, what was the deal with that again?
Remember in the 1880s, I foolishly decided to run for another term, but I lost to Rutherford.
And because of the popular vote, Kennedy stayed for 4 terms. Sadly, you, my friend, couldn't finish it, but it still counts as a fourth.
Yeah, I remember my time as ruling the country, but still, we have to do a change about this.
I had a fragment of an idea, but I still need to polish it.
What is it?
What if we impose a limit for a president to serve in this nation?
Yeah, like you said, my friend. As you once said, if some terminations to the service of the chief magistrate is not fixed by the Constitution or supplied by practice, his office nominally for years will in fact become for life.
Good thing someone remembers my words.
We need proof to justify it before the House.
Let's see. George, why did you retire?
No man should remain at work if his heart resides in another place. I had a family, and I wanted to be with them. Everyone has to have someone or somebody that moves them.
You're right. And after that, everyone followed your steps.
Until Grant, apparently.
It was a mistake of mine. Can we move on? Can we move on?
Okay, the proposal will be that a president can only serve his nation for 2 terms or by 10 years.
James and I don't agree with that.
May I ask why?
Because we think that presidents should serve for life and then be appointed in Congress.
Yes, the Congress will do a better job at choosing a candidate.
And the president should serve until they die.
Madison, Hamilton, can you please review the proposal? It has great benefits.
No, Washington. I made myself clear and I am against that proposal.
Yes, it's an irrational proposal, and I won't agree with that.
Fine, then it's up to the House of Representatives to choose if it will be ratified or not.
Correct. So this concludes our meeting. We will get to you as soon as we have an answer on this proposal.
The amendment 22nd will be voted in this election. According to this information, 41 out of the 48 states ratified this amendment, while the 5 states left took no action in this process. Those states in favor are superior to the three-fourths mark.
It's official. It took way more than expected, but it's done.
Fine, now let's celebrate with some tea.
Yesterday, I was thinking that we should propose the 25th Amendment again, even though it was not passed.
I was thinking the same thing. When Kennedy died, there was no protocols. When President Eisenhower got sick, there was no protocols.
You know, I was thinking that we should use the idea of my friend Steve Scoffer. He had the idea of proposing a protocol in which the vice president will take the position of the president, and it was during the Eisenhower era, before he died on the Senate floor.
Then go to the Congress, propose the amendment, and I will support it.
Okay.
After reviewing your proposal, the answer is yes. We agree with your idea, Mr. Bay.
You know, I was thinking that since we are making this review, we should also include what happens if the vice president cannot take the president's place.
You're right. We should include more procedures if this happens.
You know, I wrote yesterday some ideas I had. Let me look for them. Okay, so what I wrote was this. The protocol should include the following. If the president cannot take the power, it should be passed on to the vice president. If the vice president cannot assume the position, the Congress should nominate a vice president that will be voted by the houses. The position of president should be fulfilled by the vice president, even if the president just announces he needs a temporary assistance in a verbal way to the Senate, the Speaker of the Houses, or to the vice president. I feel that if the vice president cannot fulfill its place, he should be substituted. But if the president, after that temporary time, he decides he cannot take the place, and the houses, the Senate, and the Congress agree, they should nominate another candidate and have a discussion of 48 hours to see what will happen next. And after 21 days, they should have a solution.
Let's raise our hands and vote. Those who are in favor of the proposal, those who are opposed.
Oh my god, I cannot believe it was finally approved.
So, we know the other.
Cállense todos.